Go from this to this, hopefully by the end of the day. Today is light day. We're going to put up our Tru-Tone bulbs. We have yellow, green, blue, and red. We're going to use those 4 colors to put them up on the house. So these will be Tru-Tone along here, across here, and then come all the way around. And hopefully we have enough to go up, and down. We're using the same wires last year, so that'll make it quick. Everything is pre-cut. And so here's our wires on the ground. And then hopefully at the end of the day, we'll have a cool retro color. Here we're going to use the multi-colored jewel tone around the garage, and we're going to put in some incandescent twinkly bulbs. So this will twinkle throughout it. And then on the other side, we're going to put some more of the Classicolor Tru-Tone bulbs up across the gutter up here. I still can't get all the way around to the top because it's too high for me. So maybe I could hire someone to come all the way up so it looks a little unfinished when I'm done. And then we have to come take down the orange lights from Halloween, replace those, and then I hot glue gun lights around the window. Last year I had red, so I'm not sure what color we're going to do this year. Let's get our lights and let's get started with the garage first. I actually cannot find my wire that goes around the garage, so we're going to make another one. So this is kind of a cool way just to show what we're going to do. So here at this end, we're going to have the end of our run, and we have an male end that will go on the end. And so all we do is we come here and we use our wire cutters and we'll cut it. We'll cut it down the middle right here. And if you look at our wire, put a little snip, we have the big side and the little side, and we want the big side, this side right here, so this piece that will pierce the coating, to pierce the side that has the rivets on it. So if one side's smooth and one side has rivets, so we line it up where the rivet side will be pierced. We'll double check. This is that. So here's a rivet. Push it all the way in down here. It's simple. You bend it in like this, and then you take our lid piece and you just slide it on, and it will compress into it to make it nice and tight, just like that. And then if you can't get it, I have a tool, and you can just push it in nice and tight, and this one closes square so it doesn't press anything, and there you have the end. So now we're going to put it all around the edge of our garage, and when we get to that end, we will cut it and do the exact same thing at the other end. So now I'm just going to take this and I'm going to start with the garage. It's easy because I can just slip it in and go nice and neat using the clips that are on the bulb holder, and clip it in all the way around. So I'll go around and we'll be back. Cool thing about making your own wire is I can put it exactly at the length I want, so it's nice and clean, so I can cut it. And the same thing like over there, I'll snip it right here, open it up a little bit on the side of the rivets right here, which is that side, and there's a little piece that'll separate at the end so that they don't touch. If you don't want that, push it all the way in, each on their own side, and fold it over, and that sharp part, and create the connection. There we go. Now I can plug that in, or make an extension cord to where I'm going to plug it in the garage, and I'll have power. Now I'm going to use my Tru-Tone Jeweltone and put those around this garage door. Here are my bulbs. I plugged it in to make sure if it's working. We'll check it out. So I have one bulb, and I'm going to plug it in right here. We'll twist it in, and it should light up. There we go. So I'm going to go around magenta, red, orange, blue, green, magenta, red, orange, blue, green, all the way around, and then we'll come back. I'm gonna come replace a few bulbs in this strand with incandescent. These are all LED bulbs that look like incandescent, but the benefit is I can plug them all into one strand and not have to worry about how much amperage and electricity I'm using on the strand. So here's an incandescent twinkly, which warms up a lot quicker than these Tru-Tone LED bulbs. But you can't tell the difference. So I'm going to go through maybe every fourth or fifth one, replace a bulb so that it adds some more activity or more movement, just so it's not as static looking. And then I'll be back. See, that's twinkling. Finished my bulbs all the way around. As you can see, some of them are incandescent twinkle bulbs. Kind of sporadically put them around, and they go all the way around the garage, so I'll have a nice glow when we come back at night. Now we're going to start the fun part of just making long strands of red, blue, green, and yellow. So I'm going to sit here for a while and I'm going to put them together. I like to use the Tuff Clips, and then I clip them on to the gutters, and if they're on the gutter they will be pointing out, and if they're on the roof they'll be pointing up. So last year I had some that were starting to get this oxidation on the bottom. So this year I've purchased a lot of rubber gaskets that I'm going to put in to each socket. And you have to put this in while you do it. And we'll put it together with a rubber socket, and hopefully that protect it from oxidizing. The ones that were on the roof like this didn't really have any issues, but the ones that were up and down, I guess I could maybe put them upside down, would collect some water, and that would cause a few issues. All the bulbs still work, so as I go through I might come and scrape it off. But time to get started putting together many feet of lights. The set's all lit up. I came over here to check to make sure they're all tight. A few of them I had to tighten. Now we're gonna go put them up on the gutters, and it should be pretty cool. These clips have a satisfying click as they go in. Boom. So Tuff Clips go right on the gutter for 9-inch spacing on my bulbs, which makes it nice and even. This side of the house is 159 bulbs, and this is the side that's coming up at almost about 100 watts exactly for all of these bulbs. So it's like the equivalent of one light bulb, which is pretty cool. I might have to go up there and tighten a few. We just finished the roof line, so it's all at 100 watts. It's about 120 feet total. If I add the extension cords, we'll say 130 feet total. And we're at about 100 watts. And for an amperage, we're at about 0.93. So we're not even at a full amp of power. So I can count how many bulbs, and I'll put it on the board. But that's how many bulbs we're at. And we have 0.93 amps, 0.93 amps, and our wattage is about 103.7.5. This is not including the garage that has the incandescent bulbs. Here's the garage side. This is the side that has the Tru-Tone plus the incandescent twinkle lights, which is why it jumps all over the place. So when the incandescent light is on, it shoots up to 106 watts, 92 watts, 64. So it's a pretty big variance. This has the lights from the garage, and then on one side of the house over here, And on this side, the watts keep changing. So there's almost more watts over here just from using a few incandescent bulbs than there is on the whole other side. Amperage is about 0.7 at the highest, which is what I'll look at because when they're all on, that's where it shoots up to. So we're still under an amp over here, so that's good. This run over here is not very long, and I'm not going to add anything else to this strand over here. So this is where this one will max out, and then I'll plug my other lights into something else. But it just shows you the difference of when you add a few incandescent, how quick it shoots up and how much more energy it uses. But I had to use a few incandescent because I like the twinkle effect that it adds. Here we go, we got our lights up for today. So we have them across the garage with the twinkly. We have them up here around the garage. And then as we come around, we've got them up top. These are all the Tru-Tone. And there we go. I really like the look. They don't have the harsh LED look to it. And they're real glass. There we go. So for today, we're done. We'll have more that we'll put up. But we got the roof line done today. Wish I could get up to the top. I just don't have the means to get all the way up there. But there we go. And we'll call it a day. See you later.